That's The Wedding Present. David Gedge is back with The Wedding Present. What track was that?
That was a track called Always the Quiet One from the new album. The new album's called Take Fountain.
And it's out now?
It's out now. It's 14th. No, it's out on Monday. No, that's all right. It's out on Monday.
OK, just will you please check in advance?
Yes, I will do.
I'm very, very happy to say we have the attractive and talented form of young Matt Lucas here with us in the studio. Matt, how are you?
Good morning. I'm very well, thanks.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Oh.
I'm a bit...
Uh-oh.
It's been 2 days since the big announcement.
Yeah.
I am delighted for His Royal Highness and Her Royal Highness to be.
Yeah.
I've been waiting by my front door. I get up at about 5:30 in the morning, wait for the postman.
You haven't had the invite yet?
I did this on Friday and I did this today. And still waiting for the invite, yeah.
Oh, I had mine.
You had yours?
You got yours, didn't you?
Yeah, I got mine, yeah.
Yeah, we're going.
Next morning.
Really?
I bought him a present and everything.
Yeah.
So first thing I did was I thought, I'll put the date in the diary.
Yes. Clear the day.
April the 8th.
It's going to come. Your invite will come,
It'll
mate.
come. Must just be lost in the post.
Oh, because you do the Emily Howard and the other one. What's the one you play in?
I don't know.
Yeah, because they're based on Camilla, aren't they?
They're both based on Camilla.
God bless her. Yeah. Wouldn't that be a lovely thing to be invited to, though? What a lovely.
Well, the wedding, would you go?
No, of course not.
Of course you could. You couldn't really, could you?
I couldn't bring myself to.
You'd sort of want to, though, wouldn't you?
I'd like to see. I want to see. Is she still fagging it? Is she still smoking?
I bet she looks like she is.
I bet immediately they'll say I do, and she'll light up a quickie. I'm gasping for it, Chuck.
She looks like she'll be smoking up the aisle. What are you talking about?
I
They do what they want.
Can you use that phrase?
Yes, they do what they want. The royals, mind you, is she royal?
No.
Will she be royal?
No.
After they've married? No.
No.
But isn't it weird when you saw the news the day it was announced and people were going, I don't think they should be married. So why not? Why can't they be married? Yeah. No, I don't think they should. Yes, you're right. They should live unhappy lives.
I tell you what's great. I don't know if you saw there were some statistics compiled. They've done some focus testing, some market research on the subject and asked people what they thought. And the one I read, it said 38% people said they didn't have a strong opinion one way or the other. Okay.
Yeah.
2% said didn't care.
Right.
Okay, so what's the difference? I don't understand the difference.
Well, I remember seeing, I was watching one of those shows. I don't have much in my life. We were watching Loose Women or something during lunch, and it was something like it was a phone-in poll about the forthcoming general election,
right?
And it was something like 40% of people phoned in to say they wouldn't bother voting in the general election. I thought, no, but you would bother voting in this Loose Women TV poll.
That's why
you
democracy.
Do that.
That's why democracy is a bad idea.
Yeah. Now
Until
you know why
do
I'm
it-
here. You know why I'm here.
Hang on a second.
All right.
Until you can vote by just pressing the red button on your remote control, it's not going to work in this country. That's
That'll
the way
be good.
forward, isn't it?
Well, I'll vote on Sky Text.
Yeah, I pressed it the other day. I think I accidentally voted in the Palestinian elections. Mine was the swinger. Okay.
It was close. You know why I'm here, don't you?
I do know why you're here.
I mean, I'm here to see you both, obviously.
God bless you. God love you.
But we have done a special episode of Little Britain for Comic Relief.
Now, Little Britain, remind me.
It's a derivative comedy sketch show.
It's like League of Gentlemen Light, isn't it?
It's League of Gentlemen meets Fast Show minus comedy.
Yeah, but with
League of
loads
Gentlemen
of-
plus Fast Show minus joke.
For the
equals.
UK gold crowd of tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
it's
today.
everywhere. Man, what a success this show has been for
It
you.
was
Unbelievable.
a phenomenon. It's now an epidemic, and I apologise. David, somebody said apparently in their school they've now banned people. All the kids were going around the playground going. So that's now been banned.
My kids do that on a regular basis.
Well, they do. They did before Little Britain. They
Yeah,
just
never when it's appropriate. Interestingly, were you watching Celebrity Big Brother at all?
a little bit of it I saw.
You saw Brigitte Nielsen.
Yes.
Towards the end of her stay in the Big Brother house, because that character that David Walliams plays is called Anne, isn't she? The one who... Brigitte Nielsen turned into Anne.
Really?
She was in the kitchen wearing an old robe with her hair so scraped up, and she kind of looks a bit like Dave Walliams, it has to be said. There's a similarity there that no one's noticed.
What, Bridget Nielsen?
Yeah.
Well, apropos, she has let herself go, hasn't she? I'm not being funny, but she kissed my head at the Comedy Awards. Tall women always kiss my head. Who else kissed Elle Macpherson? At the Comic Relief launch, Elle Macpherson kissed my head, which I should imagine, if you're heterosexual, would be quite something.
Wouldn't be bad. But you know why? Because from above, if you're a tall woman,
Yeah.
it looks like an egg. And they're thinking, I'll have a look down there, see if it's edible.
This could be it.
Possibly an ostrich has laid my lunch.
This could
right
be
in
it.
front of me.
A large,
So you got kissed on the head by Elle Macpherson
Yeah.
and Brigitte Nielsen at the same event?
Not at the same event, no.
That would have been almost implausible.
That would have been, almost desirable.
So Little Britain, here, let's go back to the reason why we've dragged you in. Little Britain has, you and David have recorded a special one-off for Comic Relief.
Right, and it's going to be shown on Red Nose Day on BBC One. But, and it's a big but, Jonathan, you can buy this special episode on DVD, plus loads of funny outtakes, plus an interview, me and Dave being interviewed by Jamie Theakston, who you may remember when you were little, used to present Muffin the Mule. And I don't know what he's doing now, not doing much. But basically, you can buy this on DVD for $4.99. And the proceeds,
That's
I think,
pretty cheap. That's cheap DVD. That's
and
nothing.
£3.40 of that will go directly to Comic Relief.
Wow.
So you can buy it at HMV, or you can buy it at BBC shops, or on rednoseday.com. So please do go and buy this special Comic
You know what?
Relief
There are
DVD.
people sitting at home listening right now who are probably either listening on the computer or right near the computer. All it would take for them to reach out one arm and tap in www.rednoseday.com.
That's right.
The hard work's done.
That's right. That's
The
right.
hard work's done. Next thing you know, you open your mail on Monday morning. Maybe not Monday, it's maybe not that quick. Yeah, possibly.
Tuesday.
Wednesday at the latest. You open the mail, you've got Little Britain special, you'd be the first in your block to have it.
You would, or you can go to HMV or a BBC shop. Now, three of the reasons, 5 of the reasons you might want to buy it is because of the special guest stars we've got in it, Jonathan.
How many guest stars do you have in it?
We have 5.
Oh, so that's what you said. And who are they?
They are, in at number 5, Sir Elton Johns.
Elton.
He does a sketch with David Thomas, the self-proclaimed only gay in the village.
And Elton would be another gay in the village, or is he there to spread enlightenment?
Well, David's got a column in the Llandudno Brefi Gazette, so he's gone to interview Elton, but David doesn't realise that Elton is actually gay with hilarious consequences.
How would he know?
How would
That's
anyone
right. And
know?
how was it working with Sir Elton?
Yeah, it was a great fun, actually, and he's got a great sense of humour. He's obviously, like, sort of flamboyant in his own right.
Yeah.
And so he was
I think he
coming up
wrote the book on it, didn't he?
Basically,
Yeah.
yes. In fact, he wears a T-shirt saying "I invented gay," and he was great. He was really good, and he came up with lots of funny lines and stuff.
That's good. Well, he's got a sense of humour. He is a lovely and very warm bloke, I think.
Yeah, he's brilliant, and it was a real thrill for me because I grew up a huge Elton John fan, and I've seen him live in concert many times. That was just great. Then George Michaels appears in the show.
Boo. Rubbish.
Not a fan.
Rubbish. He's so full of himself, he's self-serious bore. And you know I'm speaking the truth, Matt.
George
off again.
Michaels appears in the show, and we were very, very grateful that he did.
Let's move on.
And he
Let's move on.
appears in a Lou and Andy sketch.
Never mind that.
I'm getting
Let's
it in.
move
It's for
on.
Comic Relief, pal. I'm getting it in.
George Michaels.
In at number 3.
In at number 3, down to number 3, we have Sir Robbie Williams.
Yay!
It's only a matter of time. He's going to be Sir Robbie soon. Sure.
He should be, shouldn't he?
Dame Robbie, maybe. Sir Robbie Williams, and he does a sketch with Emily and Florence, and that's why I say Dame Robbie, because we get him to dress up in hilarious women's clothes.
You know, I love seeing a gentleman dressed in women's clothing. You know this of me. I've made no secret of this for years. But
wearing a beautiful, beautiful frock right now.
you and David in the gear, you with your little moustache there, that is a fantastic look.
Well, I think I look like David Seaman. I've said it before many times. As Florence, I do look like David Seaman.
And Robbie took to the ladies' clothing well?
Yeah. Robbie, if you're listening, can we have the dress back, please?
Yeah, he'll have run off with that.
Number 2,
In at 2.
Simon Callow. He appears in a sketch with David and Anthony Stewart Head,
The
Prime
guy
Minister.
from Buffy?
The guy from Buffy.
Yeah.
The Buffy guy.
Yeah.
The Buffy Nescafe Buffy guy.
The Buffy boy.
The Buffy boy. He appears in a Michael and Sebastian sketch. And at number 1,
In at the very top spot for this week and many others.
appearing alongside Vicky Pollard, it's Trisha.
Yes.
Trisha, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm developing a bit of a crush on Trisha.
Are you?
I don't know why.
Well, because you're Andy.
Yeah, I watch her on Channel 5 sometimes. You know what I'm thinking?
She's the Queen of Norwich.
Yeah, that's where she works from.
That's where she works
Good.
from.
It's not some sort of euphemism.
No.
It might be a practice that I haven't encountered, and she does it especially well.
She was great. We went up to the Trisha studio, and Vicky Pollard goes on Trisha.
Because Vicky would be an ideal Trisha guest.
Definitely.
And did she? No, what's Trisha like? I've never met Trisha. She has a sense of humour about herself.
Yeah, very down to earth, and she started in as a kind of therapist, I think, and a counsellor long before she had this media career. So she knows what she's talking about, I think. And
she has a foot in the real world.
She does, yeah. Oh no, she was very down to earth, and she genuinely seemed to have a concern about her guests. It wasn't just looking at exploiting them.
Not just. I think we all have a concern about her guests. She seems to. You mean on the day rather than just
This is very true.
Sometimes you get the feeling people are just there to be used and thrown away.
Me and David were sat there on the Trisha chairs. And I thought, we always knew one day we'd be there. We thought we'd be sorting out our differences, but no, we were doing
Hey, maybe that's down the line on a happy few day.
That's to come.
Now, I know you're a big... well, that's marvellous. I think we've kind of exhausted the Comic Relief special Little Britain DVD available not only in HMV and at www.rednoseday, but also
in
somewhere
the
else.
BBC shops.
BBC shops.
Any BBC shops. And it's also on Red Nose Day on BBC
You've got to be
One.
careful when you go in those BBC shops, though, because sometimes they grab you and make you host Have I Got News For You.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's kind of random these days how they do this. So you've got to be... Don't go in there alone, is all I'm
Right,
saying.
okay.
But you're a big music fan, I know this, man.
I like music.
You love music. You live for music, in fact, don't you?
I live for it.
Yeah, music to you is like air and oxygen is to the rest of us.
Do you know my favourite group of all time?
That's what I'm leading to. I want to find out now.
The Proclaimers.
No, is it really?
It is, and I wrote the sleeve notes to their greatest hits album.
I think
It's
we
not
need to find
ironic,
some,
because I know
Proclaimers.
people think of them in a bit ironic way, but they're fantastic.
What do you have lined up there?
This is the one you wanted to play.
Oh, that's not good now, is it?
Oh, I'll do it afterwards.
Get off your lazy Dorset backside and find some Proclaimers.
I'll do it after.
Can I
I'll get
suggest
in a
a
minute.
Proclaimers song?
Yeah, go on then.
If he could walk 10,000 miles and hold him out. That one?
No, I'm going to suggest the Doodle song,
Oh, that won't be on here, Matt.
or Should Have Been Loved, which is very nice.
Never heard the Doodle song.
And failing that, anything by the
No, when you
Proclaimers.
mention
King of the
your-
Road, how about King of the
That's
Road?
a lovely version. When you mention Proclaimers and your
Yeah.
love of them, do people look a little bit surprised? Are they, not that they think less of you, but
They don't hang about to look surprised, they just leave.
it comes out of left field, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like when I confess my love for Chaz and Dave.
What, for them or for their music?
What's the difference, really? Love them, love their tunes.
Can you separate them from their music? What's your favourite Chas and Dave song? I would say Ain't No Pleasing You.
That's a beautiful song. Snooker Loop is pretty high up there. It is. No, you know the one I like? Well, I've been knocking hard to reach me target. So get enough cash to get under the market. Behave yourself, grandad, or you won't be going down to market.
Now, do you know why you like them?
Why?
Because you're common.
Matt, you've got a choice
Yeah,
of 5.
there's that, I guess.
What's the choice?
You've got I'm going to be 500 miles.
we've heard-
I'm on my way. Let's get married.
On my way's good.
Letter from America. Sunshine on Lethal. There's a touch. There's a touch.
I think I'm on my way. That was in Shrek. Everyone loves that song.
Everyone loves I'm on my way. Everyone loves the Proclaimers, given the chance. Right? Once you get past the orangeness
And the Scottishness.
and the Scottishness
and the spectacledness.
the glasses. Right?
They are lovely men.
Lovely, lovely
And
fellas.
thank you for playing their wonderful song.
We're happy to do that for you. We're happy to do it for ourselves. No one comes out of this a loser. The
It's just
Proclaimers.
loading up.
Oh, I done a nice thing in there, and you
There we go.
with your...
There it is.
Oh, lovely.
I'm on my way.
I'm on my way. That is very good.
It's a very rousing song.
I'm imagining you've seen them live a number of times.
Many, many times.
But you're kind of a...
I've been on my own to see them as well when I couldn't get people to go with me, and I've just gone on my own. Like a number of times on my own.
That's quite depressing.
I went to the Flower, and they sang King of the Road, and this is from Matt Lucas, and I just sort of stood there on my own. But I still had a great time.
No one else in the crowd?
No one else. Oh, no, ha, 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 ha.
What? I'd love to see that. Wouldn't that be great?
No, it's on
Just
the
Matt in the flour.
I love the Proclaimers.
Do you wear a kilt when you go and see?
No, is that something... I don't really like dressing up, as you know from my work.
You'd be, well, in your work you do, but you're actually quite soberly dressed.
Boring, aren't I? Look at
You-
me.
you are a
Gibbs
bit of
and
a
Hawkes.
disappointment,
Well,
Matt.
it's a nice Gibbs and Hawkes suits, all right. I
Yeah,
like
but in the
them,
flesh
they're
you're a bit
nice.
disappointing.
I am. David's very flamboyant.
Very flamboyant. Who would have thought it?
Who would have thought it? The real David actually being flamboyant. What is he hiding?
But you two get along pretty well, don't you? I mean,
I think we do. I think we do. We've known each other...
Yonks.
Well, we met in 1990, so this summer we'll have known each other 15 years.
15 years.
And we've been writing together over 10 years.
And that puts a strain on any friendship, I'd have thought, actually writing together and performing together. It must
We
be...
do, but we get on pretty well. And if we ever do have a row, we sort it out before. We don't walk out the room on a row.
Yeah.
You know, the idea is that you sort sorted out. And usually where we have a row and then we sort it out and write another sketch straight away.
In many ways, you are the new Richard and Judy.
Well, we are, because I'm shaking. Look at me. With excitement
Oh, come
at
on.
being sat next to you.
They're such big fans of
They're
Little
great,
Britain.
I
You
love
can
them.
see how much they love Little Britain.
I love them. We went on their show and they
Yeah.
did a
They did their tribute to Lou and Andy.
they did, and then
Yeah, I know.
apparently there was a lookalike thing which I haven't seen.
I've seen the lookalike thing. It's fabulous. I've actually Sky Plused it. I'll save it for you.
Thank you.
Because the woman who comes out who does Vicky Pollard just comes out and goes, yeah, but no, but. And that's it. And you think, well, do a bit more. Where have you been, Vicky? Shopping? Maybe. And she's from, I hate to tell you this, from Dorset.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
I probably met her.
Yeah. And then a bloke comes out who's claiming to be Daffy, and all he is a fat old gay. That's it.
It's
He
not
made
that
no-
far off from what we
He
do.
made no effort whatsoever.
Well, he's just a fat old gay.
And a very round head, far rounder than yours.
Right, okay.
Yeah, he looked like Al Murray in leather pants.
But my wig, the Daffod wig is excellent wig, and it was made by this brilliant guy called Richard Morbury, who makes all like Dame Edna's wigs and
Yeah.
Danny LaRue's.
The
And he-
proper wig maker.
Yeah, the proper wig maker to the stars.
Yeah.
And he made the David wig, and when we filmed the Little Britain pilot, my mum said to me afterwards, "That's very nice of you. You can wear that."
Oh, because your mum's always wanted you to have a wig, didn't she?
I wore a wig when I was a kid. When I was about 10. I think I've told you this before.
lady's wig?
A lady's wig, yeah.
Don't bring me down again.
I'm
I don't want to
sorry.
hear the suffering of your childhood again. It's too hard for me to...
I know, I
I've only
keep
just
bringing it
healed
up.
from the last
I
time.
know, I should get over it.
Well, I'm glad you feel that you can share with us, though.
I can share with
You don't seem to be-
Do you know, I just say, after we went on your television programme, lots of people came up to me and went, "Whoa, you and Jonathan, oh, it was a big argument and all that."
What?
I wasn't aware of it, were you?
Yeah. You must start it up again, yeah. No, I wasn't, but often people do think that we're talking in a certain way in jest with each other.
Right,
Because we
'cause-
do know each other
Yeah.
a little bit. And then I think people often interpret that as being, because we do talk in a way which some would consider to be quite, I suppose, confrontational.
Right,
That We're
okay.
doing it to amuse each other and to provoke each other. And, I guess that's what it is. Because often people say to me, "You didn't like that bloke, did you?" And they'll be right. But more often than not, they're wrong.
These people don't know that I've been to your house and you've ordered Chinese, and I insisted that every single dish be a chicken dish.
Yeah, and we complied with your
You
very,
complied.
very strict
chicken
wishes.
satay, chicken in black bean
it.
sauce, chicken with cashew nuts, chicken chow mein. It was lovely.
The kids were eating chicken leftovers for months. Hey? It was like having Elton John round. And he took the flowers home.
This was true.
Did you?
But I did walk when I complained. I complained when I walked in that it smelt of vanilla, not sandalwood.
Yeah, I know. We've worked on that. I've now got the right candles for you.
Yes.
Speaking of Dale Winton,
Yeah.
where is he these days? Have you seen him?
No, I haven't seen him.
What's happened to him?
He's been on holiday with Scylla, isn't he? He's still...
He's getting very Fu Manchu, though. The whole look is getting very Fu Manchu.
Dale.
Yeah, he's gone very orangey and he's growing quite a long tash.
I actually met Dale Winton in Marks and Spencer's, and it's a lovely little showbiz world. And David has told this story, but it was just after David had been linked with Patsy Kensit, and David said, "I was ever so surprised." Dale said, "I saw that in the papers. I was ever so surprised." And I said, "What's that?" "Well, I thought you two were a couple."
But I'm sure there are others who do think that as well.
Yeah, well, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, I live in hope.
Yeah, I know.
I can but dream. I can just gaze at him lovingly and hope I can turn him.
I've tried.
You've tried.
Yeah, all of us have tried.
We've all tried, but no.
Oh, he's the most heterosexual man in show business.
What, can we? You said that through gritted teeth, didn't you?
Hey, I was going to say something interesting. I've just remembered it. You met Dale Winton in Marks and Spencer's. Okay.
Yeah.
Who's the most interesting person you've met in Marks and Spencer's, do you think, Andy?
I haven't met anyone in Marks and Spencer's, but I met Dale Winton in HMV.
Incredible.
Which is incidentally where you can buy the
Yeah, the Little
exclusive
Britain- yeah.
Little Britain Comic Relief DVD if you go there.
Never mind that. I met
Out on
Alan,
Monday.
I met Alan Bennett in Marks and Spencer's.
Whoa.
Top that. And I didn't dare speak to him, but I did have a sneaky peek in his basket.
And
Sausages.
really,
You didn't meet him then if you didn't say
No,
hello.
I stood right near him and he saw me looking at him. That's as good as, isn't it?
Well,
What are you going
look
to
at
do?
his
Go up and
sausages.
say, "All right, Alan, cream cacao under the sofa. Hey, good one."
have you seen his play, The History Boys?
No, is it good?
Stunning.
Stunningly good.
Yeah,
or
I wish I was.
stunningly bad?
No, it's amazing. I wish I was. It's like comedy cul-de-sac there, but it is a stunning.
But you act, don't you?
Well, I've done the odd bit.
One day that's where we'll see you. You'll be doing straight plays. I can imagine that.
I've done a bit.
Yeah.
I've done a bit. I've done a bit of Shakespeare. I've done a bit of musical. I've done a bit.
He's very well rounded and a good all-round performer.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's have a bit more music.
I
before
remember
we-
seeing
yeah.
you act years ago in the Lenny Henry TV show.
Right, did I?
Yes.
What did I do? I
You
can't
played
remember.
yourself.
Yeah.
in the video booth.
I've been successfully doing that for years.
Yeah, very good.
I have no recollection of doing that.
I remember it.
I've got a whole series that I can't remember.
It wasn't one of his Katanga programmes. It was one where he was doing Delbert Wilkins.
Yeah, to be honest with you, Katanga was the golden age for me.
Katanga, my friend.
Yeah.
I like Lenny Henry. It's great.
Well, he's back on, curiously enough, Comic Relief.
Comic Relief.
Which brings us back to Comic Relief. The big night is on BBC One on, I believe, it's Friday, March the 11th.
That's right. Are you presenting it?
I am there for part of the evening. Please don't let that put you off. There's many other hosts as well. You can pick and choose as if you're in Woolworths getting your sweeties.
That's it. Or if you're not in Woolworths, you might be buying the Little Britain Comic Relief DVD out on Monday.
Yeah, do you think they got the message?
I hope so.
Okay. Very lovely. Very lovely.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Tori.
Sorry, love. The lovely sounds of Tori Amos. Sleepers like butterflies. Do you think I could get a Sunday slot with a voice like this? Marvellous on a Sunday. There's one for the ladies. What do you think?
I thought it was very nice, but I just completely forgot to say that the Little Britain Comic Relief DVD is available from Monday, rednoseday.com and all BBC shops, and proceeds do go to Comic Relief.
And how much was it again?
$4.99.
Actually, you know what? But, you know, plugging aside, that is cheap.
It is, yeah.
That is. I'm quite impressed.
We are cheap.
Can I have this one for nothing?
No.
We better go.
We better go. Hey, thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed the show. I enjoyed very much sitting through it as well, but obviously I'm a bit closer to it than you are.
You're biased.
Yeah, a tiny bit. God bless you, Matt. Thank you for coming in. Lovely to see you again.
Thanks for having me.
And I can't wait to see the Little Britain sketches available in the Comic Relief special DVD from
rednoseday.com. Out on Monday.
Thank you to all our lovely guests. Next week, you'll have the pleasure of the company of Mark Lamar, presumably with his friend and associate
Mark Steele.
And we'll be back the week after that.
And we're going to end on this Zombies track from the life of
This
Steve
is from the
Zissou.
new Wes Anderson movie, The Life Aquatic, with Steve Zissou, I believe it's called, and this is just a lovely piece of music.